Hello everybody, it's Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. In this video, we're going to talk about the release of the coin that everybody went crazy over recently. It was the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II silver and gold eagle that was released on November the 5th. I want to talk about some things that happened to the USMint's website. I want to talk about grading of the coin if you did get it, whether or not I received one, a little bit of the story of what happened that day, and a few other things that's going to interest you if you were interested in that coin. All right, so first I want to say that this right here is just a regular 2019 Silver Eagle, so this is not the coin, but this is going to have some purpose in this video, so I'm going to put it to the side for now. Also, this is a 2020 W quarter that is not the coin, but it has some purpose again in the video, so I'm going to keep it there for now. Now, real quick, spoiler alert, yes, I did receive one of the coins. Well, this is not it. This is just a box that represents a box that you may end up receiving if you did get one. And this is actually not the box that you would get. The box that you get from the US Mint is very flimsy. In fact, there's usually no tape on the box. It's put together by just some flaps, some cardboard flaps that kind of slide into other cardboard. And it's so flimsy. Anybody can just peel it open, and now it's open. And very important, if you do want to have that coin graded if you receive it, if you're considering that, don't open that box. We'll talk about that more in a moment. What I want to talk about is first the US Mint and what happened in that process of getting the coin. In the past with these really special and limited releases, the US Mint has done nothing at all to stop bots, to stop people from just getting all kinds of coins, from the website being, crazy and crashing. Hasn't done a lot, right? Now, they went from doing nothing to doing too much on this release, and nobody knew what to expect because this is the first time this has all happened. I couldn't give you any sort of warning prior, letting you know about the CAPTCHA, whatever it's called, CAPTCHA, because it captures you in the moment. I guess that's what it's titled for. But the CAPTCHAs, the fact that it was banning people for moments, if you refreshed or you didn't even refresh, you just kind of went there one time and it could ban you. It went from doing too much, this time, way too much. The CAPTCHA was frustrating, first of all. You see the oops message, which we were all familiar with from before, and then all of a sudden you get the CAPTCHA, and you're trying to find the bicycles, and well, is that a bicycle or a motorcycle? I mean, do they really want to count? You know what, I'm just going to go ahead and take the chance and hit the motorcycle too. All right, now I got to do another CAPTCHA. All right, now I'm doing more bicycles, and then you go ahead and submit, and you think, okay, now I'm a human, I feel good about myself, I've done the CAPTCHA, and then it bans you right afterwards, and you're like, banned me? Why am I banned? And it shows your IP address, and it's you're basically using this site too much, pretty much, you're going there too quickly. So you're like, okay, I'll wait. Boom. Nope, you're still banned. Boom. No, I'm still banned. Boom. Oh, now I got to do another CAPTCHA. So that was the process a lot of people were getting frustrated with. So a lot of people knew a lot about boats and traffic lights and bicycles if they were on that website going crazy with the CAPTCHAs. I'm sorry that happened to you, but that was part of the process that day. That's what they did. They were using the banning method and the CAPTCHA in order to stop bots, because bots were happening with the last releases, and coins were being sold out like that. Now, let's talk about the gold for a moment. I mentioned that there was a limited release on the gold by 1945. That's 1,945 of the gold coins made, period. I know that was such a small amount of coins that I did not bother with that coin. Didn't even try for it. Would it have been cool to get it? Absolutely. Those things are now reselling on eBay for, $8,000 plus. A nice proof 70 grade on one might net you $15,000. I mean, it's crazy to think that you paid $2,600 for a coin and you could possibly get 15 grand for it. Absolutely wild. But I didn't put my eggs into that basket. I put my eggs into the silver basket, right? That's kind of what I was going for. So 12 o'clock rolls around. I'm pretty tired. Actually, I had to set my alarm to wake me up because that was not a normal wake-up time for Spegtacular on that day. So I'm waking up, hitting refresh, finding this CAPTCHA stuff for the first time, finding that I had to start clicking on boats when my eyes are barely opened, because I decided to get on there 5 minutes before 12, which was a big mistake, by the way, because I also had to sign in. As soon as I went to go sign in, I'm trying to find boats in order to sign into the website. It was a real struggle. It was not easy. And with 75,000 of the silver coins available, I thought that it was going to be a little easier than that. But with all those checks and balances in place, the CAPTCHA and the banning process, it made it to where I was getting frustrated already too. I was getting frustrated. And just waking up too, and having to go back to sleep as soon as I ordered it. So I tried for about 10, 15 minutes and I just gave up. I said, you know what, this is not worth it. I need my sleep. Spegtacular, went to bed. And really, I want to show you what you were trying to get to. This is a 2019 eagle, so imagine it's a 2020. So it's just a regular eagle with a privy mark, and the privy mark will look, let me get the light on it a little bit, like this. This is the 2020 West Point Mint quarter, and you can see the privy mark right here. It says V75, which, symbolizes the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II. Now, these quarters were actually available to the public. They were put into just regular, everyday change. Matt from Kentucky sent this one to me. Thank you again for this coin, Matt. I appreciate that very much. He got a few of them, and he was a lucky dog for doing that because they're worth a little bit. But anyways, let's talk about the eagle again for a moment. So that's what you would have received. So I did get one, though, but I gave up. So how did that happen? Well, I knew that I was going to be tired that day, and I knew it was a bad day for me to try to get one of these and go back to sleep afterwards. And so I trusted somebody very special to me to help me out with this task, and that was my wife. And my wife, poor lady, she sacrificed an hour of her day, a little bit over an hour, I think it was, she told me, in order to get me this coin, because she kept trying and trying, getting frustrated. And finally, after about an hour or so, she was able to get the silver eagle. So I got the confirmation email a few hours after I woke up that day, and they said that I'm getting one. So a big, round of applause to the wife for being diligent, helping out her husband with his coin hobby and addiction. So that was really cool. And I owe her, a big high five, maybe a coffee or something, right? Right, that's all. But anyways, let's talk about the silver for a moment. It's going for all over the place, right? Right now, I'm seeing a lot of $500 coins, $600 coins. I have seen some that are graded proof 70 for $1,000 to $1,500. So there's a big gap there. There's a lot of potential for sure. So what should you do, right? If you actually got one of these things, congratulations. It was annoying for sure. It wasn't the easiest thing to do, but congratulations. You stayed, vigilant, and you were able to get one. I think the people that waited for an hour or so probably had an easier time than the people that tried right off the bat when the servers were having more problems than they should have. So congratulations again. Now, what are you going to do with it? I'm getting emails asking me, hey, should I get this graded? Should I hold on to it? Should I sell it on eBay? What should I do? Listen, that's going to be up to you, obviously. That's your choice. Let me tell you some issues with certain things. First thing that I want to talk about is eBay. There are fees associated with eBay. We all know about the fees, so let's go ahead and just forget about the fees for a moment. Let's talk about the selling process there. Most people are trying to get this graded from NGC or PCGS in order to get the special designations on it. They wanted to get it as early as possible so they can get those early release or first release designations on the label. That's important to people. It adds some value. I know it's just words, and I know the release was sold out pretty quick. How could anything else possibly be an early release or a first release of that coin besides every single coin? It's something I don't agree with, but people want that, right? So people are going to ask you to have that box unopened from the US Mint. You're not even allowed to, make sure the coin's in there. You cannot take paperwork out of the inside of it, nothing. You have to leave it just as is and send them the box as is. And that's from NGC and PCGS that demand that when they go to grade these coins, to have them unopened, untampered with right from the US Mint in order to get those early release, first release designations. So, do you want to do that on eBay, right? Some people do. Some people show you just a box as the picture on eBay and they're selling it. And they do sell them. They are sold listings like crazy of coins that are sold that way. I don't agree with doing it that way on eBay. First of all, eBay is very one-sided when it comes to issues. It's very, very much sided with buyers as opposed to sellers. So if a person buys this coin from you in a box that is unopened, and they receive it, right? Because it's supposed to have a coin inside, and that's what the listing will say. It's going to say the coin is inside, or it's directly from the mint with a coin inside. If they buy this from you, then what is there to, stop them from people going, you know what, excuse me, sir, but there was no coin inside my box. It's like literally just a box. So I'm going to ask for a full refund of my $1,000 now. My $500, my $700, my $1,500. If you got a gold one, my $15,000. I'm going to ask for a refund. There's no coin inside of here. What would stop them from doing that? There are shady people out there in the coin world, believe it or not. I've met a few of them. Not everybody is in this coin community who's on the up and up. Now, what stops them from doing that? Absolutely nothing. And you know what eBay is going to do? Well, I guess I'm just going to have to side with the buyer, because that's what we always do just about, is side with the buyer. There's no proof, right? There's no proof on your end that there's a coin inside. You can't take a picture real quick because then you've opened the box. So be very careful with eBay. Many times in the past with these releases, I've opened the box and I've sold the coin. I see the coin, I've taken pictures of the coin itself, and I'm selling it that way. I've gotten flack from people that just send me messages for no reason. They have no desire to even buy the coin. They say, haha, you've, ruined your prices on those because you've opened the box. I don't care. I'm saving myself trouble and hassle down the road from somebody trying to be shady and come at me and say that the box was opened, or the box was already, the coin was not inside, or any kind of hassle by showing the actual coin. And actually having the coin in my hand on the listing. That's my motto about it on selling on eBay, right? I'm not going to give somebody an unopened box on eBay. Now, if you want to send the coin off to get graded yourself, let's talk about that for a second. Google, V75 and then NGC, V75 space NGC, and you'll see a page that comes up on Google, and it will show you the different designations that NGC is offering for this coin right now. First of all, they have a special label, so that's a free thing. So as long as you actually, are paying for the submission fees, and of course, you have the membership, then you can get this little label right there, the old V-Day label from NGC. So that's a cool little label, a little something extra, right? If you end up giving them the coin before November the 12th, that's not a lot of time. So you probably would have had to next day or second day that coin. And I haven't even got my shipping confirmation yet, just a confirmation that I did receive the coin. You have to get that into them by that date in order for you to end up getting the early release or the first release. Again, I don't agree with those particular designations, the early release and the first release, because these are all going to be first release pretty much, right? I mean, my goodness, they sold out like that. So I don't agree with that, but that's what NGC uses as a gimmick to get a few extra dollars of you and put a little extra couple words on the label. I couldn't think of the word there. But if you want to do that, then you got to get it in there quick. And you got to have it unopened. Okay, that's very important. So those are your options. Let's see. The end of the World War II, the little label will be free from NGC. And it looks like the early release designation or first release will cost you $12 in addition to everything else. The grading fee for the coin and also the membership is separate from that $12. So a little extra to get the best label possible. So, it's up to you if you want to go get it graded. I think that it's cool to have a nice graded coin that's on a limited release like that. and it's a cool looking little label. I mean, you would like that inside of a holder, I believe. You know, I think it looks good to me personally. It drives me crazy that they have to have the box unopened, but you know, it is what it is. I find it to be counterproductive to the grading process, because if you have a coin that maybe has a big scratch on it on the surface, you would not send that in to get graded ever, right? Why would you do that? So now let's imagine inside of your box there's that coin that exists that has a scratch on it. You're sending it to NGC and they're going to have it come back damaged, and you wasted your money. What's the point of that? You know, I wish they would let you open that box and look inside of it. They're a grading company. They should be professional. They should know that this coin right here was a limited release like that pretty much was all first day, and drives me crazy. Drives me crazy. Okay, so now for the people that are really frustrated, that probably already tuned out of this video, that's like, well, I didn't get a chance, so I'm done. Don't give up, because your chance is not quite over yet. So now the US Mint does this thing where they don't, you know, have it to where it says you can add it to the bag anymore, the coins. They say something more along the lines of, you know, remind me, or not that the coin is sold out, but the coin is currently unavailable. So that's what's happening right now. The gold and the silver are not sold out officially yet. They're just unavailable. And what that means is if somebody has maybe their credit card doesn't, you know, go through, or something happens with their shipping address, or if they decide, you know what, I just can't afford the $2,600 for a gold coin right now, I'm going to have to go ahead and, you know, return this United States Mint. You know, they're cool with that. They're definitely fine with that. And that's what happens. So some of these do come back for sure. So you got to be vigilant now here. This is where you got to kind of, you know, watch yourself. There's a little remind me button on the coins. You can click that. Chances are if you do that, your email is going to come too late. By the time you actually get reminded with the email system, somebody else is going to have already bought these, and you're going to be out of gas. So your best bet is about 7 a.m. Each morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I should say, to go onto the website. Just take a quick little click through, you know, check the gold, check the silver, and be on your way for the day, if you are up at those times. They usually don't tell you, hey, about to release a bunch of coins that, you know, weren't sold. Not going to let you know about that. They're just going to do it. So that's typically around the time that you can look for them, about 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And some people in the comments may tell you some success stories or failures of times where they actually just happened to log in for other coin releases, seen that, and tried to get them. Typically, the website will be a little bogged down too at those times, because people are trying the same thing where they're trying to find those releases that they missed out on, and there's another opportunity. So there's some comments about people getting more than one of these, right? People have more than one houses. These are not limited to one person, you know. Technically, it's limited to one household. So if people have more than one addresses, they're eligible to get more than one coin, right? So don't hate on people because they were able to do it. They just, you know, basically, you know, use the system to their advantage. You know, they had more than one house. They had their grandpa buy one for them, and then, you know, everybody sends it to them. Can't be mad at that. Can't be, right? They're using the system to their advantage, and that's what the system allows for, more than one household. Okay, so that's that. Now, I want to talk real quick about the November 9th release, the silver medal and the gold coin, the little, I think it's a half ounce or a quarter ounce. It is a, let's see, I'm looking at it right now on my end. It is half ounce, a half ounce gold coin for $13.35. Now, it looks good, right? I mean, you have a limited mintage of 7,500 coins. It is a coin, it's not the metal. The artwork does not look good. I mean, I just mean, you know, the mintage looks like it'd be promising. I'm not a buyer of this at all. And the reason why I'm not is, first of all, this coin design is kind of unique to this little anniversary. It's to me, the artwork's not good. It's nothing special in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, the anniversary is special, but the coin itself is not special. Even though it's kind of a low mintage coin, I don't believe these are going to do very well. It's not going to be nearly as crazy on the price as the gold proof that came out on November the 5th. Also, one thing that made that American Gold Eagle very popular and made people want to buy it like crazy and made the value go way up is because it actually is a Gold Eagle with just a little difference. You know what I mean? That little difference right there. So it's a known coin, and it just makes that little difference that makes collectors go nuts. So that's kind of why that's valuable. It's just a little, you know, little difference. Whereas this other coin on November the 9th, I personally am not a buyer. I don't think it's going to do very well. And I think people are going to buy it assuming that it's going to do well. But when it comes time to go flip, not going to be that great. In my opinion, if you think otherwise, then do you, right? Go buy it. That's fine. Same thing with the silver medal, which I think has a 20,000 mintage on it. Let me look real quick. Yeah, it has a 20,000 mintage and product limit of 20,000. So, and $75 looks a little bit better in silver for some reason, in my opinion. So not a bad looking coin in the silver. But again, is it going to do well? I don't think so. I think that, you know, it's a metal, first of all. It's not a coin. It's limited, so that's great. But it's a special design just for this anniversary. It's not an actual silver eagle that was altered just slightly. So I'm not a buyer. If you want to try on it, then more power to you. Let me know how it goes. I don't think it's going to do very well personally, and that's my 2 cents about those coins and metals. But anyway, so yeah, long story short, and it's been a long story, my goodness. There's a lot of information out there about these, a lot to go through, and I think it was fun to get these in the hobby. So please don't hate the US Mint for trying to give us something fun. You know, is the website perfect? Nope. But did they try? They tried this time a little bit. They tried too hard. Yes, I know. It was too much. But they did, in fact, try. They're doing something. So they're listening to us. They're finding out that we've been having problems with the website. It's been stressful. The fact that there was bots on there buying stuff, and humans were having no part of it. And people were getting gold coins just because they cheated, basically. They had these bots in place, these robot accounts that could just go in there and click and boom and add it to your cart, and boom, the guy could be sleeping. You know, that's not fair, and that's not right. And then these companies have all these gold coins, and then they sell them for a jacked up price. That's not right. US Mint did something against that at least, okay? So they're trying to give us stuff that's interesting in the hobby, and I have to thank the US Mint for doing that. It's been a lot of fun. Don't hate me too much for telling other people about it. I get a lot of those comments like, you know, Speg, I wish you didn't tell people about these things. You know, let people get in on this stuff. Let them have some fun, you know? To me, it's sharing the information. That's what I do. US Mint, I guess, had a real good turnout on this one too, and it's going to keep getting more and more. So I hope they kind of add more bandwidth to their website, allow for more real people to not have to go there and get blocked and CAPTCHA every 2 seconds. Once you do a CAPTCHA one time, you know, you're a human. You're a human from there on out, in my opinion. You don't got to sit there and press bicycles and other gibberish anymore from there on out. What a nightmare. What a nightmare, huh? Those things just, you know, and you're looking at like the traffic. Let me go back to the CAPTCHA for a second. You're looking at the traffic pole, okay? You got the lights on top and you got the pole. Now, are you supposed to click on the lights and the pole or just the lights? So you're sitting there like in this like little daze in your mind. You're like, well, shoot. Like, in my mind, I'm thinking the whole thing is technically like a traffic light, right? Because the pole is part of it. But maybe it's just the light itself by definition. So you just try to click the light, and then you click, you know, whatever, submit, and then it puts you into another one. So you're thinking automatically, you're like, well, shoot, did it make me do another one because it needs me to do another one? Or did it make me do another one because I didn't do the pole? Or maybe you did the pole and the lights. Maybe it's making me do another one because I did too much. And so you really start to mess with yourself in your mind, these CAPTCHAs. Man, they can just give you nightmares. And then pretty soon you're having dreams, and you're dreaming about boats and motorcycles, and when you should be dreaming about coins, you know? Anyways, it was crazy, for sure. Again, I got to thank my wife. She came through. She's helped me in the past with some of these releases, so she knew what to do. She's a trooper, for sure. So big thumbs up to the wife. If you see her, give her a high five. And for me, you know, I don't know where she is right now. She's gone. No, I'm just kidding. She should be here. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope some of this information helped you out. Let me know what you're going to do. If you have any more questions, definitely leave a comment. A lot of people on these forums, I want to call it a forum, it's, you know, comment section, but it's kind of a forum in a way, you know, have done this stuff before, have sent these off to get graded, all that. So, you know, ask your question. If I can't get to it, I'm sure some of my great viewers will be able to help you out. And, you know, if you didn't get one, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But listen, don't give up on the USMint, because there's going to be more opportunities. And they are working on it. You know, not everybody can get to it. Not everybody can get every single release. I didn't get a gold. Didn't even try. A lot of people that I told about this ended up giving up pretty quickly, did not get it, and didn't know what to expect. They got blocked or banned, and then they thought that that was it. We were done at that point. I've just been banned, and I couldn't warn them. I couldn't say, hey, you might get banned. You might have to do a CAPTCHA, because that was new. So at least, you know, the wheels are turning. Things are happening. You know, it's getting better. It's getting better, in my opinion. You know, it's kind of bad this time around, but they can learn from it. The USMint, thank you very much. Thank you all for watching. Thumbs up the video if you liked it. If you just didn't like it at all, you can just go ahead and thumbs down it. I understand. It's a lot of rambling on, a lot of information, not a lot of coins showing, because I don't have it in my hand yet. Haven't actually got the shipping confirmation. It's on the way, though, I'm sure. I'm pretty confident about it. When it comes, I'll decide what I'm going to do, because I don't know yet. Don't know if I'm going to have it graded. Don't know if I'm just going to keep it in my collection. Don't know if I'm going to send it off to get sold and, you know, flip it. If I do flip it, real quick before I go, if I do flip it, I want to do it pretty quickly. As the interest is high, I want to get rid of it. And, you know, $500, $600, $700 could be in my future, I think, for this thing. If I wanted to get graded, you know, and it came back, like, let's say approved 70, maybe, like, you know, I'm thinking this is like a $1,200 to $1,500 coin, really, realistically. And that's the silver. The gold, whew, you know, the sky's the limit, man. That's a congratulations if you got the gold. Really, really happy for you. Absolutely. And if you found out about these releases because of the video that I put out on them, then, you know, I'm glad to do that for you. Anyways, I got to go. Spegtacular has been rambling for 20-something minutes. Is gone.